With the 2024 presidential election just under a month away, we asked Stanford students what their reactions are to some of the most prominent moments in the election season so far. What has been the most memorable moment of the election season so far that's gotten a reaction out of you as a young voter?
Yeah, it was really exciting when Kamala, stepped up and announced that she would be running for the presidency.
I feel like a lot of people, myself included at the start, weren't very excited about the election. And I think that remained true even post Biden dropping out. But I think Kamala Harris is picking up.
The debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, it was an interesting watch. Being now of age and having the opportunity to vote, it was really enlightening to see the whole thing happen down in present time.
What are some of the things that are important to you on the ballot this season?
An issue that's really pressing for me is women's rights and women's bodily autonomy. Things like women having access to abortion everywhere.
Immigration and a lot of infrastructure problems.
I feel especially in this upcoming election, it's very important to be as educated and informed as we possibly can. And part of that is just to see with the conversation and who are these people that can possibly represent us.
Trump said, I don't know if he slipped up, but I think he said that you won't have to vote anymore to a Christian crowd. And so that kind of scared me because that's kind of voting against our democracy.
What do you hope for young people to be able to contribute to the election?
At least the people that I'm surrounded by, they've all been really excited about voting. I think this will be one of the first elections that most people can vote in. So really excited for them to also take that opportunity and make their voice heard in the election.
It's a lot to think about, and especially in the climate, and I don't necessarily think we're enthusiastic, but it's our duty, and I feel like it's really important to cast our vote.
I feel like especially because of just the age demographic, there's a lot of older people, and when the older people go away, our voice and our vote matters.
Are you planning to vote in person or by mail?
By mail.
So I'm from Washington. They're actually sending out their ballots today, which is really exciting. And I am registered to vote, and I will be mailing in my ballot.
Why is it important that young people vote?
It's just our way of being able to put who we want on the ballot and put the people who we want to be in positions of power in those positions of power.
I mean, from California, it feels like there's not really much of an impact because we all kind of vote the same way. But I think just knowing nationally, wherever you are, your vote, it doesn't just matter, but it's a reflection of who you are and what you want for the country. So any engagement, whether it be voting, discourse, dialogue, is just as important to the process as casting a ballot.
If there's one thing that you hope for young voters to think about this election season, what would it be?
I guess there's a lot of information out there, and a lot of sources of information aren't that great. Really dig deep and make an informed decision, because your vote really does matter and affects a lot of people for a very long period of time. So think deeply.